think I did better last year in 2022. I'll put the link to that video at the end of this video. I picked this photo just because it's a crazy behavior, a kestrel eating an anole down in Texas. And yeah, I'm not going to show you the other photos because they got more and more gruesome. But front lit, you know, maybe boring light, but interesting behavior. I've definitely been on a more creative bent, and this bison shot through fall foliage. I don't know, it just works for me. I like the rim light of the bison. Sure, I wish it was maybe angled a little more towards me instead of going away from me. But I don't know. I like it. And I should say there's no particular order to this top 10. This is a situation. I was in Sable Palm Sanctuary in Texas. You know, hot, midday light. You know, what are you going to do? Sun straight overhead. Well, I've been kind of doing this lately where you just underexposed by at least 3 stops and point it right at the sun, get the sun peeking over the, in this case, the turkey vulture's back, and get those starbursts. Yeah, and it the leaves of this tree look frosty, but trust me, it was about 90 degrees. Here is just a straight up portrait, buttery bokeh background. I like the green, the blue, the yellow eyes of the burrowing owls. And who doesn't love owls? This was down in Florida. Yeah, I know it's not creative, and I should have used a little more depth of field to get the back owl in sharp focus. Yet another midday photo shooting through foliage at a bison on a ridge line in Teddy Roosevelt National Park. Most of you probably would have thrown this photo away. I don't know. Something about it, I just like it. I love the blobs of color and the reddish orange fading into the greenish yellow. Hey, I guess you don't have to like it, but it did make my top 10. Okay, what do you do when your creativity is just at a low ebb and you snowing like crazy out? We got 12 feet of snow here in northern Minnesota last winter. This is like in March or April. I don't know, but I've got all these turkeys coming to my backyard. This is taken through the picture window. I thought, I'm going to get creative here. I had just looked through the Bird Photographer of the Year winners and was inspired. And yeah, I actually focused more on the snow plastered to the window than on the turkeys. And you know what? It works for me. I did submit this to Bird Photographer of the Year this year, so we'll see if they like it. Here's a shot I never thought I'd get. If this was of a kestrel, it'd be a great shot, but a rare species such as the Aplomato falcon, never thought I'd get it. Stumbled into one down in the Rio Grande Valley, waited for like an hour before I would jump off its telephone pole perch, and for once a raptor flew towards me and there was beautiful light, so had to include it. Ryan and I were sitting in what we call Badger or Badjoti Valley in Teddy Roosevelt National Park and waiting for badgers and coyotes to start hunting, and that didn't materialize on this evening, but the last rays of sunlight were just illuminating this lone prairie dog, and I don't know, he's just kind of looking into the void. Probably watching out for badgers or coyotes. I just took this a couple days ago in the Sac-Zim bog. Yes, at the Admiral Road feeders. Yes, the marten comes, well, 4 marten are coming now, eating suet and peanut butter. And this guy, they're just such curious critters and adorable, but ferocious predators. They can take a snowshoe hare or a rough grouse or a red squirrel in the trees. Amazing, unbelievable. On our Teddy Roosevelt trip, Ryan and I found a herd of horses in the Little Missouri River. Kind of our first day there, first evening we got there. And yeah, we just kind of backlit some of the horses, and there was definitely some major interactions going on. I just like the yellow evening glow, and The fact that this horse was just splashing the water, I guess washing its belly maybe, I don't know. Yeah, nice feel to it. And the horses are facing some obstacles as the Park Service wants to severely reduce their numbers. So this is in support of those wild horses. Yes, wild. I don't call them feral. They've been there for many decades. They were there even when Teddy Roosevelt was around. You know, I always have such a hard time picking out my favorites, so I'm going to throw in a bunch of the runner-ups here.